Ukrainian soldiers in Kherson as they desperately need a new boat loader to maintain their current operations. More on that at the end of today's video. With that, let's get to the conversation. Great seeing you again. We parted ways in Odessa.
Well, howdy, you guys. It's been a while. I need to do this more often. I have nothing else. I can't watch anything now. That's the bad thing about doing lives, and that's why I often don't do a fucking live. I'm telling you the truth. Let me turn the fucking screen off. What do I need the screen off for? I made an app specifically so you can stream with the screen off. So what do I need the screen on for? But I do need to. This is the first time that I've made a screenshot, an actual custom screenshot. Seems like that's not the right word. Just doesn't want to occur to me. Alright, I'm going to turn on my own actual live so I can look at myself for a minute and cry. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do, pause myself. When I bought this Two Songs, I don't know if it's called Two Songs, or I need to go to the chat. Wait a minute, how do you go to the chat? I think I'm better off with my own app, seeing the chat, to be honest. I can go full screen with the chat, not that there's any chat right now. Uh-oh, I see a problem. Oh, it's it. Oh, okay. Never mind. I think there's still a problem. Send. God damn it, send. Oh, wait, it sent. Okay. For a minute, I thought there was another problem. Because if the app that I'm using to stream doesn't work, that's bad because I am the one. Can I scroll up? I can't scroll up. Yes. It's fucked up. I never noticed that. Whenever you're in full... I mean, when I bring the... Hello, how's it going? I'm so loved. Good. Good. I don't give up. That's true. Oh. Ugh. But anyway, my app is screwed up because now when I'm in full screen on the chat, the YouTube live chat, I can't make messages anymore. Wonder when I fucked that up. So I can only... What's up, Kinky? No, King. What's up, King? And, Emma? Ooh. I don't have ladies in my bedroom too often. Yeah. Yeah, when I bought this HiveGym, I never thought about I could use it in the car. Because I do live in a car. So, but I just thought I would be standing outside of the car. Like when I do my constant aerobics and all kind of crazy exercises. When I'm walking my dogs and shit. I never thought about the fact that I never even thought I could about doing it in the car. That is fucking awesome. This is one of the best purchases that I've ever made. The only thing I don't like about it is it's I can't figure out how to change it to... I have two of them. I bought two of them for like $700 or some shit. all kind of accessories. This one has not had the plastic even pulled off yet. I've been waiting for this type of shit forever. I didn't even know this existed. I can change the resistance with button presses. Plug it in. It has motors that pull against me up to 66 pounds. Back, foul beast. I was almost trampled on by a furry creature from beyond named Trixie the Terrible. There is a Lady the Pit Bull back there also. And they're excited. Often when I start talking to the phone, it's because I'm filming and we're going to get out and walk. And now I'm streaming, which is different, in case you didn't know. But anyway, this is the... Am I pronouncing it right? I don't know. Toussaint's. Yes, the doggies are very cute. They've been living in one or more cars almost their whole life. Lady the Pit Bull was 1 year old whenever I saved her from certain death. She was in bad shape and was going to be put down. She was in that bad shape due to severe neglect. And now she's 6. She's no longer 1. She's 6. And she's just like she was when she was 1. Very healthy dogs. Very healthy dogs. They live in a car, but they eat nothing but meat. They do get dog food, really good dog food. I hope it's good, but I don't depend on it being good. I also put a can of like mackerel or a can of chicken breast or something to that equivalent every night. And usually the little dog, Trixie the Terrible, that's her name, the Yorkshire Terrible, Yorkshire Terrier, she will eat meat. She will just eat the meat mostly. I've tried to get her to eat the dog food now more often too, and meat, because the reason I give them dog food is because of the vitamins and minerals mostly. I don't want to just give them meat and they end up with some deficiency. So I just give them meat and dog food. And they do quite well. And Trixie the Terrible there, the little Yorkshire Terrier, she was not probably abused like Lady, and she was not abandoned. She was almost kidnapped, but I really couldn't help it. I was delivering Uber Eats at 3 o'clock in the morning in Louisiana, and when I was leaving a house, this little dog, Trixie the Terrible here, ran up to me all covered in mud. She was covered in mud. She was probably right outside or close to her house, but I did not know this. It was 3 in the morning. She's covered in mud, and I tried to shoo her away so she could go back to run towards a house that was maybe one of them close by, and I could see that she was running towards her house, and she did not. She acted like she didn't know what the hell she was doing or where to go, and she wandered in the road and almost got hit by a car. So all these things together, one day, if you follow the annals of DigiNomad, ridiculously long time, then you'll probably see that, because I was wearing my camera on my head. I was wearing my Insta360 Go 2 camera on my head, and I have that footage, presumably still. I have 6 years worth of footage that needs to be edited. No, I'm not going to do it. I was going to switch to my right arm, but I'm not going to do it. I feel like the resistance went down. Maybe I Yeah, I think I bumped it. That's why it beeped. But I took Trixie in and gave her a bath, and I listed her on the Facebook Lost Pets Of page for the local area, and 2 weeks went by, and by that time I was leaving Louisiana, and I left Louisiana, and I was in St. Louis, and then the people on the Facebook thing said that people had contacted them about the little dog instead of just posting in the Facebook group. And that's they contacted the administrator or some shit. I don't know what the fuck they did, but they should have just posted in the Facebook group. But it was too late by then anyway. And then as for a while, I thought I would send them the dog, or if they wanted to pay for a flight or whatever, I would send them the dog. But then I just fell in love with her, and it's no doubt for sure that she's better off with me than she would be with anyone else. I don't think living in vehicles is any hindrance, especially for the little dog, because she can run around the car like if it was a larger thing. The big dog can't do that as much. She can, but she chooses not to, I guess. Run around the car as much like the little dog. She does move from the front to the back, but the little dog is just all over the place. She's in an amphitheater here. But I think it's actually much more exciting for a dog to be able... No, I keep switching to my right arm, and I don't want to do it. I've turned the goddamn resistance down on this thing, though. Yes, I've turned it down. 1 kilogram. And I noticed the difference. Now I'm going to bump it back up. It's only at 7 kilograms. And it'll do, I don't know how many, but it'll do whatever. What does it say? It kind of pisses me off. The thing says on the box 11 to 66 pounds. But on the device, it only will show goddamn... Oh my god. On the device itself, it only shows kilograms, and I can't figure out a way to change it. I don't think there would be a way, because if there was, the goddamn manual would have said something about it, but there seemed to be no configuration whatsoever. There is up and down for the weight, and that is it. There's on and off. That is all. There is nothing else. If there is, they didn't mention in the manual, which, I mean, wouldn't completely surprise me, but it would kind of surprise me. But now I have bumped it up to 7 kilograms anyway. Let's see what it goes to. Because it doesn't say on here anything about fucking kilograms, which is fucking strange. It's very strange. I guess this is just made for... I mean, they just never thought about us crazy Americans when they made it. 30 kilograms, which is 66 pounds. So that would be like... I thought it was 2.2 pounds. I'm not sure. I mean, I wasn't sure. The only reason I'm even at all sure is my history as a drug dealer. Because we don't do that fucking metric shit. Too damn much. Alright. And we don't do it much in weed. And mostly that's what I dealt with, not anything else. So you don't really see too many kilos of weed. But it did happen before. And luckily, the only time I ever seen kilos, this is what happened. I was in Colorado. Hey, don't be growling while I'm talking. And don't be growling at people anyway. Meanie. But I was in Colorado. What? Who do you see? What do you see? I don't see anyone. Where? Where do you see someone? Are you just hallucinating? Are you motherfucking Chat GPT? Crazy motherfucker. But I was in, where was I at? For sure. Yes, I was in Colorado. And I I was in a pretty terrible situation. Not too bad. But it wasn't great. No, it was fine. But what had happened was, my own father, I had let him run shit for me in Colorado. Because I was at the time taking marijuana that I could buy for $400 a pound or less in Tucson, Arizona. And I was bringing it to Colorado where I could sell it for $400 a quarter pound or like $1,200 a pound all day fucking long. All day long. I let my father manage the shit, and he was fucking with some whore, and he fucking had my shit fucked up. He was spending my money, and I was almost out of fucking product. Or actually, and he also, well, no. Yeah. And he had my fucking product. That's what it was. I had product. I had a lot of weed, but he had it in Louisiana. I had fucking sent him to Louisiana. That was a bad mistake. That's where he got messed up with the fucking whore. And he was just spending my fucking money. That's all he was doing. And massive amounts of my fucking money. And it was left me pretty fucked up. So I was in Tucson, Arizona, and I think I was on probation or something at the time. And so that's why I had him running shit for me. But he was fucking up. So everything was going to shit. So I had to go to Colorado, which was my best market anyway. It was my best market by far. And but I only had some small amount of product. And like I say, you could sell the shit as fast as it sold itself in Colorado at the time. This was before it was legal in Colorado. And weed, I don't understand why, really, because Arizona's right there, not that far away, and it's cheap as fuck in Arizona. Really don't understand why, but it was what it was. You could buy it for 400 or less a pound in Tucson, Arizona at the time, and you could sell it for fucking 400 a quarter pound or more, or 100 an ounce or more in Colorado at the time. So it was sweet as fuck. But anyway, everything was. I couldn't get in touch with my father. He was pissing off all my fucking money he had on my product in Louisiana. So I went to Colorado, and there was some product there. I think I had scraped up, got some product, got some weed in Arizona, and went to Colorado. But I only had a small amount. So I sold what I could, and then I needed to go back to Arizona again to get more. So I this fella I knew who ran a wrecker company. Some friends of his from Denver were, or no, not from Denver, from some fucking where, going to Denver with a fucking load of weed. They had a bunch of fucking weed, and they broke down. They broke down. I don't know what happened, but I knew they were broke down. And they called me to see if I wanted to buy some weed. And I went and I bought what they told me were pounds of weed. Yes, so someone prayed for me. Okay, I don't think you need to, though. Probably doing much better than most people. You know. But they they were broke down and they wanted to sell some weed just to get whatever parts they needed and get back on the road and bring their haul, their load of fucking weed on to Denver and sell it. And they sold me, I don't know how many, 5, 10, I don't know, pounds. That's what they said it was. And they charged me a good price for pounds. Probably like an Arizona price or some shit. And then I found out because they had put it in fucking some kind of weird boxes. But they had motherfucking squashed that fucking shit with a trash compactor or something. And the people who had it didn't even know what the fuck how much it weighed, strangely enough. So they sold me these pounds for a good price for a pound, and it actually was a kilo. Each one was 2.3 pounds, 2.2 pounds, whatever the fuck it is. So I was real happy about that at that particular time. So however many I bought, 5, turned out to be more than double what it was supposed to be. So I went back and tried to buy some more, but I couldn't buy no more. Yeah, someone said they prayed for me. I don't understand. But I'm doing much better than most people. That's for sure. Most people are brainwashed from birth by society and to be poor or broke their whole life. So if you're poor and broke, you're a slave. So pretty much they're brainwashed to be a slave. And people will look at me like I'm fucking the poorest fucking person in the world with hundreds of thousands of dollars in the bank that I saved just by not fucking being as stupid as them. And then they'll still look at me like I'm crazy for not being as stupid as them. It don't make no fucking sense. It don't make no motherfucking sense. Because I refuse to piss away money to pay some asshole to huddle in a little box that he owns. Like I'm some kind of a fucking depraved animal who can't even fucking make my own nest. Some shit. It doesn't make no sense. And then, to be bad enough if it was just the stupidness of the situation. But no, beyond that, you also have to pay. You have to pay every penny that you can scrape together your whole fucking life. Every second of your life, you got to toil to scrape together just the money it takes to give the asshole that allows you to huddle in a little box. And then also what money you might would have had left beyond that goes to things that go along with huddling in a little fucking box, like grass cutting and garbage, and every fucking penny that you can scrape together your entire fucking life goes into that stupid fucking shit. And society brainwashes you to think like you're doing good if you're doing that, and you're doing bad. Someone told me today, a retarded fucking idiot, a retarded idiot who drives a broken down car that's beat up all the way around and literally goes, barely goes. And they spend $80 a day on lottery. And they work as a fucking dishwasher. And they spend $80 a day on lottery. And they think I'm stupid because at least they have a place to stay, they said. So that means he's even pissing away even more money somehow to huddle in a little box. I don't see how he even can do it. I don't really see how you can spend $80 a day and still afford to huddle in a little fucking box. But I guarantee you, he's penniless all the time. He has to try to pay for his tea with some kind of points with his store or some shit because he has no money left. He spends $80 a day on lottery, and his car barely runs. That's gonna end well. That's gonna end real fucking well, I'm so sure, when this car doesn't run anymore. But he told me, you know, at least I have a place to stay. Like I'm fucking some kind of worthless animal because I become $1,000 richer every week. Because I have hundreds of thousands of dollars that have just piled up and piled up because I sleep in a fucking car and maintain good paying jobs all for 6 years now. So yes, I'm doing much better than most people. And in fact, I to me, you're all a bunch of deranged animals. It really is true. It really is true. I mean, akin to some sort of monkeys or something. I mean, you stay broke and penniless your whole life, and you can't fucking lie and tell me otherwise because statistics have shown fucking and in-depth studies and surveys and fucking everything and polls and everything you can do have shown that Americans, 99% of you, can't fucking raise $400 extra within fucking 3 months without selling something because you're that fucking penniless. Because every penny you have, you allocate it for something stupid. You can't tell me that you're the everyone. Oh no, I'm the one that I have lots of money. But I mean, you're just a fucking society is just some stupid motherfuckers. And I don't know. I used to have the wrong attitude about that. I should get on my knees and kiss the fucking ground to be so glad that I'm on an ignorant, retarded monkey planet of just the stupidest fucking idiots who can barely wipe their fucking ass. Because if not, life would be hard. Life would be hard. I would not have skated through life like I've done on a planet of people like myself. I promise you. I would. I mean, I'm just that's just dumb for me to think that I've been in a. Oh, it's so horrible that I'm stuck on the ignorant planet. People who can barely fucking think. But that's the best thing that could ever happen to me. It's the best thing that could ever happen to me. I mean, you look at me like I'm crazy because you just can't fucking think. That's a little annoying. It's a little annoying, but you know, that's worth it. That's fucking way fucking worth it. Way fucking worth it. All my life, I've been able to just exceed the fuck out of everyone else so easily. As a child, as a child, and as soon as I walked away from academia, I can't even pronounce academia. I'm a real genius. But as soon as I walked away from those fucking annoying bastards, some would say I excelled greatly as a child with my, you know, academic success. But when I walked away from there, I just immediate success, immediately success. I immediately took advantage of your stupid drug laws because you're a stupid bunch of fucking monkeys and you do retarded fucking things. There's nothing more stupid in existence there could be than drug laws. Retarded. Just fucking retarded. But because you're retarded, I was able to make $400,000 a year from the time I was like 18, almost 19. And by the time I was, and I made the equivalent, that's the equivalent of like $1.2 million a year now. I was able to make that immediately. The first thing I fucking just saw to do, I was like, oh, these idiots do this, I can just do that, and there we go. Money up the ass. Oh, man. I've always been able to just game your stupidness, But then I've never fucking succeeded to a huge degree. I succeed greatly, and then there's always something. I walk away from things. I fuck things up. Uh, but it's never hard for me to survive or just go start climbing back up to the stratosphere again. I need to just be so joyful about that and happy and just happy-go-lucky. I mean, I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky. I mean, I made a complete living, a super living for a period of time in my life, just fucking taking advantage of misspellings that you try to sell something on eBay, or at that time there was Amazon Marketplace and uh, Yahoo. Yahoo Marketplace was actually badass at one time for bringing in some cash, but mostly eBay. Just taking advantage of misspellings. You try to sell a computer, it's not gonna come up in search too well. So I'm gonna buy it for like nothing, and you're gonna be like, why did no one bid on this thing? Why did no one bid on my thing? Or I would buy things. I mean, there's just a million ways to make money on eBay. I mean, one time I made my whole living. And I think back, I could have done so much better if I would have. I don't know. I don't know. It seems like I do things. It's so easy for me, but then I never go all the way. Because I think trying to become rich is the wrong thing in this paradigm where we don't live long. If we lived long, it would make a big difference. It would make a big difference. If I had thousands of years to fucking take advantage of power and wealth, that would be worth it. But in this world we have a sophisticated software running on a monkey. That doesn't make any sense, and that's a dead end. We have sophisticated software running on a monkey that doesn't last very long. So that doesn't make any sense. If we can stop that from happening, we have to run our software on something more stable. And I don't think that means we need to run on a machine. We could make our machine more stable through genetic engineering, And wow, I've talked about this for decades, and there was nothing really concrete that I could point to show that we were there and able to do it. But there's a lot now. I can't even keep up with it. Completely, I'm glad. But anyway, one time I made my whole living just selling people's vacation videos where they would go to Mardi Gras, or they would go to Fantasy Fest, or places where women showed their titties. And I would buy a whole bunch of these videos, and I would name them something like, I don't even remember. Girls Gone Wicked, I think, was one, but I can't remember the others. I wish I was copying Girls Gone Wild. But then I would just take all these videos, and then I would just cut them into little pieces and put them together on, and name them different things. And I would sell one of those big tables you can buy at Walmart, the long ones. They're only so big. Fold-up table. Uh, biggest one. And I had it in my house and stacked up like 4 foot high across that whole table, covering the whole table, 4 foot high of videotapes, VHS tapes that I paid like 25 cents a piece for the tapes, and I sold the videos for $10. And that's every week we shipped that many. And the reason I did not discover that the way to get rich in this stupid society of idiots who just can't see anything in front of their face. They're just blind. Like a mole of how to fucking make money. How to just fucking thrive. The reason why I didn't see that the way to do that is just don't pay rent. Don't fucking pay any fucking thing. Don't pay garbage. Don't pay any stupid ass shit that the society is just trying to suck you dry. And it's not really engineered conspiracy to keep you down, but it also is. It also is, because people see how it is keeping you down and they tweak it. Don't tell me they don't. So it really is a system designed to keep you down. And if they see you have extra money somewhere, they figure out how to get it, And you just have to be completely outside of that system. And there's people that are born, owning property, and they have a huge fucking family. One cuts grass, one fucking is a plumber, they never pay shit for nothing. So they have an advantage, and that's okay. That's okay. That society says, that's fine, yes. Or if you're born rich, that's fine, that's fine. If you're born rich and all the other children get fucking to split up one piece of a pie and the rich kid gets the rest of the whole pie, that's fine. Oh yes, because he's rich. That's perfectly fine. But me, if I cheat society by throwing my garbage away in a fucking gas station garbage can, I'm parasiting off the society. Even though I work every day. But a rich motherfucker, born rich, punk bitch, who never works, somehow gets everything, that's okay because of our stupid fucking retarded whatever. No, that is the real parasite off of society. But they'll point to me because I don't pay rent. I don't let society suck me dry. I become $1,000 richer every fucking week, when you'll never have $1,000 to hold in your fucking hand that really doesn't have to go somewhere soon. Your whole fucking life. And you look at me and you say it's because I'm parasiting off of society. It's what a lot of people do, But I'm just not brainwashed, I'm to the point where I could already transition. I just haven't done it yet. I'm living a good fucking life. Until recently, I was traveling all over the country. You can do that as a vehicle dweller. If you want a job, let's say I want a $400,000 job. I have a pretty good resume as to become a corporate executive in pretty much any type of business. But it's hard to get a high-paying job, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I'm sure there's just a lot of them up, and there's a lot of competition, but I can I can travel the whole fucking country. I can if someone was to offer me a good job, it's not an inconvenience by any means for me to travel the whole country, anywhere, at any time, for any reason. Some of this AI shit is amazing. Lingbot-World 2.0 is what I'm checking out now. It's too much even. It's too much even to go into. But I'll have to see what this... okay. The one I wanted to try, just like the chick in the room, doesn't want to work. But the one above it, with the gun works. Let me see, try. Portal opens to desert. Is it going to work? I don't know, I'm closing it. I'll check it out again in a bit. Yeah, it is so strange. The only fucking inconvenience of living in a car is society thinking that you're lower than them. It is so hilarious. It's so hilarious. No matter how much money I have, they think it doesn't matter. It's better that I'm completely penniless and sleep in a room in someone else's fucking house every day. Yeah, but I should be glad because, I mean, how could I take advantage of a society? How could I game a system if it wasn't filled with idiots? If everyone could see the best thing to do and everyone wanted to try to live in a vehicle, immediately that wouldn't work. I mean, it wouldn't, because society would tax it, just like they're doing the house thing. They convince you have to live in a house so they can get your money. There's no other reason. I'm sorry. That's why they do it. Just letting people go wherever and build whatever they want. Uh, I don't know. I mean, they could do that. They could figure out a different way to get your money, but I love it that they do it the way that they're doing it, because that gives me the opportunity to just not participate. But the reason why I didn't discover it sooner in my life is because I just made so much fucking money. I made so much money. As a child, I didn't, even though I was doing things in academia like some kind of a freak or prodigy, you might say. A freak is more better. I was a freak, that's for sure. But I made money right away, figuring out, oh, drug laws retarded opportunity, make 1.2 million equivalent to today's money a year immediately, when I'm like 18 years old, 19 years old, 20 years old. And then I did pretty good in business, and everything I started immediately made money, at least. So I was busy building something So I was making enough money, and then one business I had, selling things online. I was having to come up with like $12,000 a week to meet business expenses. And I was doing that by selling $12,000 more shit the next week. But because most of the business expense was to pay for the items that I sold. The, if I sell a $600 heat press with $100 profit, well, next week I'm paying $500 to ship a heat press. And you do, you multiply all of that. That's what my business expenses mostly were. So like my rent, it didn't even occur. You didn't even, think about that. My rent is just like nothing in that context. When you're coming up with $12,000 a week, you're paying $12,000 a week worth of shit on credit cards. Just the 3% cash back that you get on some of these transactions will pay my rent. It was like a non-issue. It's not something I think about. That society is fucking trying to take my money because I had an excess way more than what you need just to pay. But mostly, people make a certain amount. I was making way more. Always did. But finally, you know, at a certain time in my life, recently, like 6 years ago, I ended up, because many times I did end up with no money, but I immediately started back up again. And I'm totally happy. One thing that never bothered me about the fact that I never stuck with something and also just did it right. And, one thing that fucked me up a lot was I'm a person that is an intense studier of all human knowledge. So that is a distraction from a person trying to run business. But so I could have absolutely done better in business, and I just didn't feel like it's worth it. If I have to lose some of my knowledge of the Roman Empire or microbiology or robotics or the cosmos or anything, quantum mechanics, anything, if I have to lose any fucking of that knowledge to become a billionaire, I wouldn't trade it. Not for a second. I wouldn't even not for a second. And what's the point? If I become a billionaire, I can afford a blowjob now. So what, am I going to get a better blowjob? I don't really think so. It would probably be a worse blowjob you get as a billionaire. So I mean, if I'm a billionaire, then the only exciting thing about that is I'm doing exciting businesses. Well, I can do exciting businesses from the bottom. As long as I'm moving up, I'm happy. And then if at some point I just throw it all away, I'm not sad. As long as wherever I land, I'm moving up again. I don't give a fuck if I land in the dirt and I fucking put a bright lemonade 5 cents on a fucking board with a fucking piece of paint, with some paint, and start selling lemonade. I don't give a fuck as long as the next day my lemonade business is improved a little bit, and the next day I've done something to improve it. I don't give a fuck. As long as I'm upward momentum, I'm doing just as good as any fucking billionaire. What advantage is there to? It's imaginary. This fucking advantage. The only advantage is like luxury health insurance, and because I don't pay rent. And I don't pay any fucking of the stupid shit that everyone else pays. I can afford that. Not like a billionaire, though. See, now that's an advantage. But most billionaires, it don't work out good in the end. I mean, I swear to God, the most important people in the world end up with the stupidest doctors. that fuck them over. I don't know why. Such as happened to so many presidents and shit, where their doctors killed them, and they could afford the best people in the world. Look at Michael Jackson. I mean, obviously he was a fucking idiot, and he begged his doctor to kill him, and his doctor finally just couldn't couldn't take the pressure and decided to go ahead and capitulate. But still, he could have had a better doctor. He should have. He has, all the money that he had. A better doctor would have got him some help. Or if a president gets shot, he can afford the best fucking doctors in the world. He ends up with some motherfuckers who dig around in his wounds with a fucking dirty fucking piece of board they find in the fucking back alley or something. I don't know. I don't see the advantages of being rich the same as others. Because others are not excited about life. When you're so excited about life as I am, and you have so many things that you want to do and so many things that you want to learn about, 99% of the things that give me great joy are not going to be enhanced by more money. You know, I'm not going to, at this point, I can't pay for a better AI that I could have a conversation with about high level topics. Or a billionaire is not going to watch a better documentary than me about quantum mechanics. You know, and any hot young bitch is as good as any other hot young bitch on the planet. So if you can have enough game to get you any hot young bitch or any female that you feel is hot, then a billionaire ain't got shit no better than you. It's in your mind. Everything is in your mind. Everything is just bullshit in your mind. I mean, not that long ago, the richest people in the world, the most powerful kings and queens and princes on the planet would get into my car and never ever want to leave. Never ever want to leave. They would want to stay in here forever. They would want to listen to music, and they would want to watch what I can watch on the fucking internet, and they'd want to play the video games that I can play, and they'd definitely love the pornography I have access to, and the apps I'm building and putting on the Play Store with AI. And really, there's too much to go on about what I have in here. I mean, the virtual reality that I can put on and turn this car into anything I want it to be, like a high-end hotel room if I want, or whatever. Just all the things I have access to in this car. Air conditioning, refrigeration. Well, not this car. I have another car on the other side of the parking lot here that has more of my stuff in it. This is actually my dog's car, to be honest. This is my dog's car. My dog's here. This is their car because the air conditioner went out in my car. And being the way it is, I bought that car with a slight wreck in the front to save $10,000 over the 14,000 to 16,000, 10 to 12,000 I saved. I only paid 4,000 for a car that pristine with 40,000 miles on it, a little over 40,000 miles on it, for $4,000, whenever that another car for same car with 40,000 miles would be like 14,000, 16,000, some even more, but I don't know. They were maybe more loaded. I don't know. But some people just charge more for their shit. But I don't know why I was talking about that. But anyway, oh, because of that, it's got a where it is wrecked at. It's a little place. It's right where the AC is. So I'm not sure if it would cause problems in changing the AC on that C-Max. And I think the main reason why I don't do the AC on that C-Max is because can I evaluate some capital stock? Oh, no, I probably can't. And I should be able to, probably. Because I got a lot of money saved. And there's things I could probably be doing with it. But I don't need to be fucking doing nothing, really. I got enough that is fucking security. But I probably should be doing some things. I probably should be. It's a dog's ass. It's a dog's ass world. It's a dog's ass. One day I'll have AI edit all these videos. In fact, something else I do. I do a lot of weird shit. In the last 6 years, I've been filming my whole life like it's one long movie. In fact, am I filming right now? I am. I'm filming. I need to stop this. This camera is filming me. I don't have to be filming because I can use the stream as this part. I don't have to also have this. But I always run this. In fact, I have my own app, background camera remote stream. Be nice to you to try it. I'm about to release a soundboard. That's also going to be really fun. A soundboard feature to that app. I'm going to release that app, soundboard feature, as a separate app too. In fact, every feature I add to my app, I'm going to release that feature as a separate app too. After the soundboard is shipped, the next feature is I want to have a complete, what do you call it? A scan for corrupted video files and repair of corrupted video files. So every time the app starts up, I would like it to look into the folder, maybe all this, maybe like the default save folder and whatever folder the user has last saved video in, because that would be where the video would be that it was last probably, or wherever the fuck the last fucking videos were filmed. That should be, it should search there and in the default video folder on startup every time. And if there's any corrupted video files that, especially ones that just didn't get finalized properly, then it should repair those just automatically every time you start up the app. So you never find one. Let's say the app crashed. It couldn't finalize, obviously. It crashed. So there's a corrupted video file in the folder. But the app, when you start the app up again, it should tell you. It should tell you absolutely that it did. Repair these video files, because I want you to know that they did this for you and be proud of the app for doing that. Happy with the app. And also, I want you not to have lost video. That's the main thing. I do want you to be happy about it, but I want you to not have lost video if you're filming with my app. And no matter what happens to cause the video not to get finalized. I don't want it just to be a corrupted video file. And now you can't play it. It needs to be playable. So how's that going to happen if my app doesn't do it? Most people are not sophisticated enough to do it on their own. And if you try to find apps that do that shit, they're very sketchy. They, in the first place, they're going to tell you which files they can claim that they absolutely can fix, but you have to pay, you know. And then they're lying, I would say, most of the time, if not all. Even the people that do successfully fix it were probably lying. They probably just always say they can fix it, anything they find. And you have to pay for the attempt. But I just don't want my users to end up with unplayable files. And one thing is, I use the app myself. You know, I've been using my app for a long time to do my filming. And it's just a background camera remote stream. It is just a background camera app. You can turn on the camera and then background the app. Video is still being filmed. You can use other apps. Video is still being filmed. You can be watching audio and video and it's still filming. You can turn the screen off completely and prop the phone on your desk up against something. Just look like you know, in a little cupboard all the way against the back. It looks like you just set it there, and it's filming. Not only that, my app for pro users, which I don't have many pro users yet, but I will. They can stream to YouTube with the screen off. In fact, I'm using my app right now. I'm streaming to YouTube. I don't have the screen off because I want to see the chat, even though there's no one here and there's no one chatting there. If someone did say something, but when they were talking, I was talking back. Obviously, I forgot what the fuck I was saying. I guess I could be done with this. I might use it a little more. Let's use it a little more, and then I'm going to be done. Because I only want to do my, let's lower the fucking resistance a little. Now, this is kind of stupid. This is kind of dumb, isn't it? What do you see that's kind of dumb there? So, obviously, there's 3 buttons. And I'll tell you, the one in the middle is the power button. But what do you see that's kind of dumb? I mean, it seems dumb to me because both, this is like increase the resistance. Is it? Yeah, this is increase the up. It's like an up arrow here. It's a triangle pointing up. And the down is also a triangle pointing up. All they had to do is just turn that one around and it would be very obvious which one is up and down. But instead, they put 2 up arrows and they just put a little arrow indented in it pointing down and a completely different looking arrow indented in the other side pointing up. But the one on the right is just like a little fucking boomerang, barely pointing down. It's not even completely pointy. It's just like bent. But it's inside of an arrow that points up. Both are the same. That was not well thought out, I don't think. I think they should have just flipped this one around, and then you have an arrow pointing up, arrow pointing down. You don't even have to have any of the stupid shit indented in it, which is useless anyway. It's not completely useless. In fact, it's not useless at all. You can see The one arrow's really good pointing up. The other one, I don't know why. It's just a stupid fucking boomerang. But because it's got just as much room. It's the same size thing. If they would just turn this arrow upside down and put it there, it would fit. It's the same, but instead they put boomerang on the other side. I don't understand that. But whatever. And the worst part is they never thought about fucking you'd ever want to change it from kilograms to pounds. And then, to really rub it in, on the box it says 11 to 66 pounds adjustable resistance. Doesn't mention kilograms at all. Even though the only thing that it will ever display is kilograms. Which I keep thinking to myself, no, you're just not seeing it. But how could I be not seeing it when the manual doesn't mention anything about any configuration whatsoever? The operating instructions. I love on the front it says, with HiveGym, you have gym. I just love the way that's so funny that sounds. And why just missing A, one letter A, you have a gym. Just miss that one letter and it just sounds hilarious to me. With HiveGym, you have gym. Okay, it's true though. There is nothing more that you need to fucking become Mr. Olympia than resistance. You don't need a machine bigger than this. Oh, I wonder if this, if it uses some kind of revolutionary technology to do this or not. I was just thinking that this came out. I was thinking in my head that this whole technology came out last year because that's when these things started advertising on like YouTube. They started giving them to YouTubers, making all kind of videos, and probably not just these. One thing I don't like is this shit has broken 2 of them already. I can't believe another one is broken. I mean, it's so flimsy. It's just a grate that goes across the back. I thought, well, one broke, but maybe no more will break. And now already another one has broken. I don't even know when. But you can't really be super safe with these or delicate. Because you have to hook it. You have to hook it down by your fucking foot. And this thing is just dangling in the fucking air. As you pull on it, it might fucking move around. And then when you let go, it's like just fucking falling down. So you can't just like fucking put it in a safe place. It's part of the fucking cable. It's going to get banged around. And this is so fucking flimsy and brittle. 2 of them have broken already. So soon, it's just going to be an open hole back there all the way around. And then things are going to be hitting the actual fan. Which immediately, the first one that broke was hitting the fan. And I was like, what the fuck is that? I thought the case itself was flexing and hitting the fan, which would have been worse. So I thought they used magnetic resistance, but that can't be because there's a motor in there, and it is really fucking, it's spinning like a motherfucker right now. I don't know why it has to keep spinning all the time. But it's part of the technology, I guess. And then as soon as you start pulling on it, this fan is massive. It's huge. And it fucking blows huge amounts of fucking air. You could use it as a fan. And it's loud. It's loud as fuck. Doesn't bother me at all. Fuck no. To have fucking resistance. I mean, it boggles my mind how this changes my life. I used to be a bodybuilder for like 4 years. Very long. 4 or 5 years. And then I had a few comebacks during the many thousands of years that have passed since then. But never like what I could have with something like this. I mean, this is the greatest purchase I've ever made. If it lasts. If it breaks right away, then it's just not something I could continue to buy over and over. What is the motor doing in there? I just don't know. The fan is off, so I think I could turn it off now. Nope, fan came back on, but that's okay. So I've turned it off. I love how when you turn it off, it sucks the rope back in. And when you turn it on, it sucks the rope back in. And obviously it would have to, because it's putting tension on the rope. So the rope was going to go in. So does it just have a motor trying to constantly wind this thing up? I don't understand how it works. I'm going to have to find out how this works, just out of curiosity. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be pretty durable to fucking be pulling against me with fucking motors fucking spinning while I'm fucking doing reps, just massive amount of times over every fucking day. So if it can handle that, I'm not kidding that this is one of the best purchases I've made in my life. And I said 700, but I remember I seen it today. And I'm pretty sure I got a really good deal on Amazon. And it was only $400 for both of these together. There was another package I could get from the company itself that contained 2 of them also. And it had, I don't know. I imagine it had everything that I have, probably even more. It might not have had everything. I didn't even see that this wasn't even listed on the goddamn contents here on this in this box. I assume this is this because you hook this to it with a special attachment. You hook other things to it too. Everything hooks to it that way. But I assume that this is just to stand on. If I'm wrong, then I've created a whole new fucking way to use it then. Because that's what I was doing today, the first day I ever had it. With this thing on it. Oh, okay, I couldn't find the hole because the strap is in it. This strap I just put on my foot. Strap it around my foot. That works great. But with this in place instead, I just stand on this thing. And that is easier and quicker for in there in somewhere where I have to fucking be standing. Yeah, and then you got to stand a long time as a blowjob instructor at the girls' college. So it could be rough. It can be rough at times. So in between, when I have a break, it's harder to have this cuff hanging, and I'm trying to stick my foot in it, and every time I come close to it, it spins. So I'm like, God damn it! And then I would have to maybe raise my foot up and try to put the cuff on my foot with my one foot up in the air, hopping around like a fucking flamingo or some shit on one foot until I can get it strapped around there. That would be okay, but it seems just a lot easier just to have this on it instead of putting the strap on my foot now. Then I just fucking have it just sitting there on it, and then I walk up and just stand on the thing, and I can start pulling on it. And then I don't have to reach down and try to get the fucking cuff off my foot to walk away then. Then I just walk away. This is going to change my motherfucking life, that's for sure. I know it's going to change my day tomorrow for sure. This arm is going to be hurting like a motherfucker. And this connective tissue right here, I'm not doing it anymore. This is going to hurt like fuck balls. And the day after tomorrow, it'll probably be even worse. That's the way I don't know if my recovery is different, but when I was a bodybuilder and I got huge, the whole 4 or 5 years that I lifted every single day, 3 days on, 1 day off, if I was actually making progress, I always got sore. Sore so fucking bad. Oh my God. Because like on arm day, I'm hitting fucking every bit of my fucking, well, not every bit of my arms. If you know, you know. You're doing a pulling day and a pushing day and a leg day and then a fucking sit by the pool day. And you start over again. So on my pulling day, I'm doing forearms all different kinds of ways. And I'm doing fucking biceps all different kinds of ways. So the place where it hits fucking all different from doing every different thing I do hits right there, that connective tissue. And son of a bitch, that would always hurt me. My whole fucking, it would hurt me so bad I would have a hard time driving. Big ass muscular guy can't even fucking turn the steering wheel. It hurts to move my fucking arms, or straightening in your arms. It's so bad. And tomorrow I'm gonna go through it, even though I didn't hit hard like I would have done when I was bodybuilding. Many different angles, many different exercises, everything pulling. A lot of bent over rows. Oh, I can't wait. I need to rig this thing up. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I miss bent over rows. I miss having a big back that I could spread out my giant wings. Seems like not that long ago, but I've lived many lives since then. I'd like to live 2 or 3 more lives with wings, if at all possible. I want to be a fitness guru the rest of my life. I'm such a strange individual, I'm very old. I'm very, very old, and in super shape, about to get into one of the best, if not the best shape of my life. Mentally and physically vibrant as a motherfucker. I'm just lucky. And in a way, it doesn't matter. It's so strange. I mean, if I become the first person to still be healthy and vibrant and vigorous when I'm 150, it'll all be over fast. it will have passed real fast. And everyone else, all the rest of you will have died way before me, but it still will feel like I barely fucking, it happened so fast. And then after you all died, the decades after that went by so fast, and then it's over anyway. And then it would be over anyway. And then it would be like it never happened. There's many ways to feel about life, you know. You could feel like, because we live such short lives, what's the point of doing anything, you know? What's the point of trying to do anything but just, you might as well die even sooner. Just fucking drink yourself to death or something. But I don't know, I don't feel that way. I feel like if I do the things that, like the good diet and the exercise and working my brain and staying productive and invested in life and everything that it takes, it's a lot of effort to do that and to stay happy and healthy and vibrant for as long as possible. It'll all be over fast anyway. Even if I live to 120, better shape than any person ever because I've worked so hard, I might as well do it because it's a struggle, but it ain't gonna be long. That's just the way I feel about it. It's not, we don't live long, so you might as well put the fucking effort into it to make it the biggest bang as you can and be the best that you can at all times. Try to be superior to everything, every person. Do better. Because it's not like we live a million years. It's not like we live 1,000 years. If you don't live 1,000 years, you don't really get a chance to live a life. This is just such a quick little thing. Why can't you fucking have enough nuts to fucking put in the effort for such a short little time to get the best results? I mean, I guarantee you people in the future will look back on our lives like we look back on people who lived shorter lives in the past. I mean, some people lived in, still today, there probably are people, there definitely are people who live much shorter lives. But in the past, there were some people who lived incredibly short lives. I'm about to ship this part of my app. This is the exact app that is I'm using to stream to you right now. And this is the can I get there? Yes, this is the YouTube stream settings page I used to set up this stream. And the soundboard I'm gonna ship. Do I have sound? Oh, it's just. Oh yeah, I gotta kill this. Stream set. Oh, let's see. Oh man, that's too quiet. Because I hooked this to a Bluetooth speaker. And I like to use the sounds for funny things like this one here. Oh wait, let me try again. Gotta be prepared. There we go. Did I even hit it that time? No. There we go. Just a karate chop. What else we got here? Oh. It sounds loud, but for some reason it doesn't come out. It's not as nearly as loud as their other shit. So, just weak ass. And if I turn the speaker up so that's loud, the other things are way too loud. What I need to do is maybe download, but maybe also build an app that I can put all the MP3s into, and it just levelizes the volume of all of them. Because, yeah, it is kind of fucked up that some things are louder than others. I have all other stuff too. Let's see. Oh,
Your phone ringing.
that's funny. And it's fun picking out the graphics.
What you gonna do?
And I love building apps. I really do. You know, deciding all the functionality, like you press it, and while it's playing, if you press it again, it'll restart. But if you long press, it'll stop it. And if you long press when it's not playing, you get the tile configuration page. All this was decided by me. And what's on this tile configuration page was decided by me. You know, changing the color of the background of the tile, changing the label of it, changing the color of the label from black to white. And then, because you know it's going to look different on different colors. And then the ability to, is it here somewhere? Where's it at? Oh, it says remove, yeah. I was looking for skin tile, but it is skinned. But I add the ability for users to put pictures on all of these tiles. And then you can also you can navigate to a sound and add it, or you can record your own sound. Once you have a sound, you can export it, whether it's one you've added or recorded. Either way, you can export it. I had a whole bunch of sounds that I had recorded myself. I had a whole fucking board where I could do cashier at store without saying a word. I could say howdy by pushing a button, and then I could ask, "Do you have rewards?" And every fucking thing else. Do you want a bag? Every fucking thing. I could push a button. I could say, "Have a good one." I could say, "You too." If they told me have a good one, like I had a response for everything. And then while I was editing the app, I kept uh, updating every time, because every time I make a new version, I send it to the Play Store, internal app sharing and internal testing, and then the internal testing will automatically update on my two devices that are internal testers, different accounts. Or I could just go to the Play Store listing, and it automatically shows me the internal testing, because this account is a tester. So I see the new version that I just made. That's how I do it. I push a new version to internal testing. I do internal app sharing too also, even though I don't use it all the time. But I have it pushed to there every time, every new version. Because I may sometimes wish to send it to two other phones that I have to do testing on 4 devices. Because those other 2 phones use older operating systems, different ones. And it helps me a lot to make sure it works on those too. But I don't do it on everyone. But those are not testers. And I want to have those 2 accounts that are just not connected to my other development accounts in any way. So at least I have a chance that I'm seeing on those devices a totally stranger's view of what uh, Google Play is showing the world as far as my listing and the app itself and everything to do with it. I have those unconnected, so I don't want those to be internal testers. So I have to send it to them through the internal app sharing. But that's how I. So it makes it pretty convenient compared to side loading the way I used to. Now I just have the AI push to internal app sharing and internal testing, and it's the internal testing one that I just go to Google Play listing on my two phones that are internal testers, and it shows an update, and I update, and I get the new version. It's real fucking easy. But anyway, I had updated in place. I had updated in place and not uninstalled. I usually like to uninstall and reinstall to get a clean install on every new version. So there's not something fucked up, something from the last version that is fucking things up that a new user would never get because they never had the last version. So I didn't usually do a clean install like that, and or but lately I have been updating because I didn't want to lose my sounds I was recording with the app. And the version that I had the AI build that I was about to install that it had already pushed that would give me the ability to back up all those sounds that I recorded. Just before installing that version that I could back up the sounds with, I accidentally forgot and I uninstalled and reinstalled. That wiped the sounds. There was a possibility I could have had AI build a version that could have seen if they were still there. I didn't want to fucking do all that. I'll just re-record those fucking sounds. Luckily, I still have the pictures that go with all those tiles that I made, so I know which sounds that I had, and I'll be able to recreate the tiles and then re-record all the sounds myself, and then I'll be able to save that soundboard. But just before I shipped, I mean, I didn't ship nothing yet. Just before I installed that version that I could save the sounds with, I deleted the sounds after installing them, updating in place many fucking times before that. The one time just before I could save them, I fucking erased them.
Your phone ringing.
Apparently my phone ringing. Shit. Yeah, it's late. I should have been making more edits. I should always be making more edits. But I need to get this soundboard feature shipped. And then I need to uh, cherry pick it from the app and fucking ship it as a separate app. It'll be my first time doing that. It'll be my second app shipped. And this app has taken me weeks. It'll take me a few weeks, a month at the most. And I've shipped it completely. And it took me a year to ship the first motherfucking app. But it was more complicated. It's complicated to do background recording and background streaming because of all the Android restrictions that you have to negotiate without having too many fucking permissions that would give you trouble in trying to post that, trying to list the app with Google, and also the users having to approve more and more fucking permissions. And also, I added a remote console feature that gives remote control of the app from another fucking app. I mean, from another browser on another device of any type that's connected to the same Wi-Fi. while the app is backgrounded and the screen is off too. It not only has to be recording, you have to be able to control that recording with another fucking device through Wi-Fi too. So that shit is complicated because. And then it got even worse. The worst part about it was when I actually shipped the fucking app to Google Play, uploaded it to Google Play for the first time. I had to make changes to comply with some bullshit. And that has been very. The recording is still not stable, 100%. But it's pretty good. I use it every day myself. But it's still, there are times where the recording will stop, and I don't know why. And it never did that in all kind of months of testing until I had to make changes to please fucking Google when I fucking uploaded the fucking app. Fucked it all up. I will figure it out though. I will figure it out. That's not the only problems that the app has. I have some kind of problems with crashes uh, inside the revenue funnel. I need to get that shit fixed fast because I think that's what's preventing people. I'm not getting a lot of lifetime unlocks of the Pro version or the yearly subscription. I really do think there's a problem. So after I ship this soundboard feature to the app, then I really have to get those bugs fixed, and then I'll ship more features. Yeah, I made it. I changed it where you can scan these cards too. So I made what I call tiles here, and then I call these cards. Even before I made them look like playing cards, I called them cards. I mean, they look like this normally at first, yeah, just like that. And the tiles look pretty much like that too. Let's see if I go. Uh, but anyway, you get the idea of the tiles look like. And I call this a panel of cards. And I have it where you can slide that over and see 5 different panels, or 4 different panels of 5 cards, is it? Or five? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's probably it. Yep. 4 different panels of 5 cards. I might as well make it more so it can go through the whole alphabet. Can't think of any reason to limit it, really. Oh, the dog is having a dream there. But I get the ability to skin the tiles. The user can skin the tiles. They can skin the cards. The cards are just a representation of the soundboards. So you can get from one soundboard to another quickly by tapping the cards. And then you can get to a bunch of different soundboards by sliding the cards over. And I added where you can move the cards around. And I added where you can go to the edge and it moves to the next panel and you can drop it in there and you can keep doing that. And you can go that way. You can drop any card in any panel, which moves that soundboard over to that other panel. So you can group soundboards however you want. But then I also can move tiles around, and swap them. But then also I had where if you want to take this tile, and it is go back. It's functional, and I can drag it down to this card, and then when I drag it to a card, the soundboard behind changes to whatever soundboard that card is associated with. And then I can drag this over here. And it asks me, I can either drag it up there and release it, or I could drag it to a empty spot and release it, or I could release it right on the card. I could drag the tile down to a card and release it. Any of those three places I release it gives me the same dialogue that asks me if I want to move it. And there we go. I moved it to another soundboard. And it's still functional. And now I'm going to move it back, so I don't get confused and forget it over there. So you can move any tile to any board. You can move any board to any panel. You can move any card to any panel of cards. So that pretty much means you're moving any board to any panel, because the cards and the boards are associated with each other. You can skin the cards and the tiles any way you want. You can add sounds to the cards by downloading a sound and pointing the app to it. And I don't know if I got to it yet, but the app is supposed to capture, like, if you add a sound and an image, then the app is not supposed to just point. I don't know if I got to that yet. I think I did, but I'll figure that out tomorrow if it's implemented yet. If not, it'll be done tomorrow. But I think it is in there already. But where it doesn't just point. Let's say you have downloaded an image and a sound, and it's in download folder, and you just tell the app, choose this one sound and this image, and the app just loads it from that spot every time. Many apps do that. And if you have to delete those images because you're like, oh, I got all these fucking junk images in downloads, and at some point, months later, you delete them all because you don't realize they need you. You need them to be there because the app is just pointing to it. And if you delete it, then you'll have a broken image link in your app. A lot of apps are that way, and I don't want to be that way. I want when the user adds image files and sound files or records a sound file associated with a tile, then I want the app to capture all that and move it to an app folder and properly JSON it would be the best thing. I think that makes it smaller too, I'm pretty sure. Or probably has to be that JSON to be packaged in the AAB. But I don't know. Who knows these things? I do like my sounds. The reason I'm adding the soundboard is because this app, Background Camera Remote Stream, is supposed to be for a content creator. It's supposed to be for someone filming or streaming. So if you're filming or streaming, it fucking helps to have fucking sounds that you can make while you're streaming. And it's not up to me to decide what sounds you want to play. You might want to play yourself reading a speech when you push a tile. In fact, this can be used by anyone for anything. I mean, you might want a sermon to play when you push a different tile. Or you might want fucking pornography to a pornographic soundtrack to play. Complete opposites, and you can use both those people can use the same app to do what they want.
Like boom, 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 bam. The type I'm on you wouldn't understand. The type of shit I'm on you wouldn't understand. Big dog business, I would not hold your hand.
It's a lot of fun, man, to have sounds.
What you gonna do?
I don't know.
What you gonna do? Exterminate.
That's one option. And for hearing the sounds in the stream or the recording, it works pretty good because usually you would be using this device to actually film. See, you'd be actually filming. I could start the recording and then go to the sound, or I could start streaming and go to the sound board. And, or actually, it's 20 different soundboards altogether. 5 of them I'm going to ship with sounds. I'm going to ship this one here. These sounds. I'm going to ship this one, which I already have the sounds and I have the skins for it already. So it doesn't have to look like this. But I just, since I fucking made that mistake and uninstalled completely and reinstalled, was just yesterday, I think. I haven't, I did re-get this one configured again. Because I have all the images and all the sounds organized in folders. So I can easily reconfigure it again to point to all of that. But I just haven't done it to this one yet, and I haven't done it to this one. I have the sounds and all of that too for this washing machine, coffee maker, water drip, or no, it's funny. I have. Let's see, I have the microwave, I have the washing machine, I have the coffee maker, and then which one? Why? It's not in the same order here. Dishwasher. That's what it was. I don't even see it here. Strange. Am I missing it, or is it, I'm just not seeing it? I don't see it. Weird. But I know I had a dishwasher because I had, and I had in this order because I remember I could push the microwave sound. I mean, I could easily add it right now. Assets. Demo 2. Demo 2. No, that's not it. Go back. Demo 3. Oh, what the fuck one was I adding? Microwave, I think. Now I've got all the sounds here. Bam. That's funny. I could push that button and then act out all of that shit. Like I'm putting stuff in a microwave, waiting for it. But anyway, I knew I had. Oh, wait. Keep editing. Let me save this. Save it there. There. So easy to make this work. I had microwave. It's a sound of a machine. Then I had washing machine. It was a washing machine sound. Coffee maker was a coffee maker sound. But then dishwasher, I couldn't find a dishwasher sound for when I searched for some reason. I only searched for one website. It's the one that has red buttons, like it's a soundboard. And when you search, like dog, you'll get a whole bunch of different tiles, a whole bunch of different buttons related to dog. And you pick what you want, And I picked which one I like best, but I couldn't find dishwasher, but I did find this one that said, when your broad tells you the dishwasher is broken, tell her you look fine. Be a man, that's what he said. Tell her you look fine. Be a man. That's what he was telling, not her. Well, he was saying, be a man and tell your bitch rude shit. I don't think that means you're a man, but you know, it was just a joke anyway. Oh, the door creak. I just feel like adding it. I do love that one. To push a button and get this sound. To act like I'm opening some shit. I need another one though. I need another one that, because this is like a slow creak. I need one that is like a fast creak and a slam, so I can do like, like I seen something scary. I could even have another button, or I could have a bunch of buttons that could be the scary thing. Oh, like I have a lion. Let me save this one. Because like I say, I have all these sounds already. I hadn't configured it yet. Lion roar. Let's do that one. So it would be assets demo 2 lion roar. There it is. And let me save that. Oh. Yeah, I could wait a minute. Oh, yeah. I couldn't recognize it. I have without the skin. It's hard for me to realize what I'm seeing. But I could open it up and then here's the other one. I could see a lion and then I could push the button that does the fast greet and a slam. Make it go. See, hear a lion sound. Close it up. It's just funny to have infinite sounds. There's infinite possibilities. You know, like here, let me add this one right here. I guess someone says something sharp or abrupt to you, you know, they're rude. I mean, I have this one. Especially if it was a female saying something catty. But there is literally no limit to what could be built with this app. It's still not done. I don't even think I even looked at my settings page ever. In fact, that's the first time I've seen, because these two icons I just added yesterday, and I haven't tested it fully yet. But this one, that's the first time I actually seen what that says. Board settings, board 1, deleting. Now I'm trying to think, what, didn't I ask for some functionality to be on the board settings page? Because why else would I want it to exist? I have to look back in my prompt and see what the fuck I actually said. I like this, the save, load. I have the option to save this soundboard, save all soundboards, which I haven't tried that one yet. But I'll try all of it. That's why I need to populate all of these so I can save them. I already have saved some of them. Like this board here, I've saved it and reloaded it, and I've reloaded it on another board, so it works. I could have duplicate of this same board. And I don't know if I added the functionality yet, where when you first add a sound and a image, it'll JSON it all and capture it in the app. But I do have it where it JSONs it all properly when you save. When you save the. But also I have save soundboard load. Oh, I don't have a chance. Load a soundboard. I guess I need to try this soon. If you do load a soundboard, does that give you the option just to load a soundboard? And if I try to load all soundboards with that option, is it going to fail? I got to test everything. And I still don't even know if I might want one more button to load all soundboards. I don't know. Maybe I can just leave it like that. Export this soundboard's recordings. So I have a way to, you can save the whole soundboard, or you can also just save recordings that you've made. I don't even know if that's necessary now that I've gotten this far. I was really concerned about creating a save your recordings functionality because I had a bunch of unsaved recordings. Now I've lost them, but even if I hadn't, does it really? Do you really need to save your recordings some separate way other than just saving the soundboard? When you save the soundboard, it'll save all images and sounds associated with each tile, no matter if you have added them or added them or recorded them. So do you really need a way to save just the recordings? Right now I have it. So I might as well leave it. I mean, I don't know why a person would maybe do anything. They would have a reason to do it if they attempted to do it. So, well. I'm done working out for tonight because I know my arm is going to be sore. And for like a whole month, I think I might just do my left arm. Let this left arm, because it's been a while since I lifted, and life will skew things where my right arm is is my dominant arm, and it's much more powerful than my left. So I want to start pounding with my left first and get it in the groove, get it growing and getting stronger before this one, and then I'm not going to balance them out completely because I have a feeling it would take a while. But I'm going to get it in the groove for like a month, and that'll balance it out some. It'll get it ready to compete with the right arm anyway. Oh man. Normally I would sleep in my car, but I'm stuck sleeping in the dog's car. I'm about to move it over to where my car is. And I'm going to get out then and walk the dogs. And yeah. Yes, this is the YouTube stream. I wonder if it's showing that I have 0 viewers on my app, even though YouTube is saying I have YouTube viewers. I wonder if it's not showing any on my app because I've run out of tokens for the YouTube API. I don't think so. I think there's an error. But anyway, I think I'm going to be calling it a night, and I appreciate you guys riding along with old Did You Know Mad for whatever reason you chose to do so. And I